But you can understand initially, when this. I know you know what I mean. Please come to our aid in transforming Siaya, because where agriculture is having an impact in society, what national government invests infrastructure and even direct investment into enterprise, can change the life positively of communities.
We have identified places to build 13,000 housing units. In every constituency, we have identified at least one TVET, KMTC, or university. We have also 16 markets in Siaya. The other thing that I want to mention to you is our rural electrification program under my brother Opio here. Because there is nobody now to go and, but the characters who try to go and look for Baba to tell them, oh, you see, there is a problem. Baba told them, no.
When we say one thing, that is what we mean, and we don't mean anything else. If we say we are in broad-based government, we are in broad-based government, we are working, and the principles have been established.
Tukasema kwamba hii vita every 5-year period for the last 20 years tumekuwa tukipoteza sio chini ya vijana 300.
Kwa hivyo Orengo ni kasuku ama si kasuku?
Ni kasuku.
Hata sasa ni kasuku.
Hata sasa Orengo nilianza kujua siasa kupitia kwa shule yake ya kisiasa privately. Chenye alikuwa atuambia ni moja. Kama unataka kusucceed kwa siasa, pinga serikali yenye iko kwa kiti.
Na sasa jinsi ambavyo amefika ikulu,
ilimlazimu angeenda tungemuondoa kama gavana.
Umeisha ama bado yuko nao?
Saizi ukasuku bado ako nayo, lakini gavana asipocheza vizuri hata rudi kama gavana wa Siaya.
Karibu.
Ladies and gentlemen, Waswahili wanasema mgala muwe na haki yake mpe. Give or take, William Ruto is proving to be a political genius, having learned under the professor of politics, Daniel Troitich Arap Moi. He practiced under Raila Amolo Odinga. He co-associated with Uhuru Kenyatta, and currently he is practicing exactly what he learned from those political leaders. Why do I say so? Yesterday, William Ruto managed to hold a meeting with leaders from Siaya County, just as he has done the previous ones with leaders from different regions, from these different ethnic communities. But there is one thing which I must talk about, and that is to say, if he managed to meet James Orengo, who was the hardest nut to crack in Raila Odinga's Nyanza voterage, the last person to accept the broad-based government could be James Agre Bob Orengo. But even if Orengo did not or has not accepted to embrace the broad-based, circumstances will force him to do so, not from the bottom of his heart, but due to prevailing political condition in Siaya County. You know that Siaya is where Raila Odinga comes from, and Raila Odinga is the leader of ODM party. Raila Odinga is the leader of Nyanza political movement. He has been the spokesperson for decades now, if not 3, it can be 20 something, but I know it's more than 3 now. So what I want to say, having seen Raila Odinga's followers thronging State House in the name of discussing development agendas. You who has been following politics closely, you must see what I'm seeing. When it comes to political arithmetics and tribal calculations, William Ruto is a master. Do you know why? You know, William Ruto, as I said, he learned his politics at the foot of Daniel Toroitich arap Moi. After Moi left the stage, he wrestled at the Kalenjin community from Moi family. And as we speak now, he is the political leader, the kingpin, and the spokesperson of the Kalenjin community at large. When I say Kalenjin, talk about the sub-tribes, the Tugen, the Nandis, the Kipsigis, name them. Then when he joined Uhuru Kenyatta as his deputy, he leaned at the feet of Uhuru Kenyatta for 10 years. And once he was done with Uhuru Kenyatta, he retained the loyalty of Mount Kenya to his own advantage. And when we went to 2022 general election, when people thought that the Gema and the Kikuyus will listen to the voice of their leader, the shepherd, the political spokesperson who was installed and appointed by the elders, Uhuru Kenyatta, they shortchanged him and decided to follow William Samoei Arap Ruto, a man who has no name, a man whom his father is not known beyond Sugoi, a man who doesn't have anything apart from politics, but he managed to convince the entire Gema community, the community who has known the sweetness of power, the community which can brag that has produced more presidents than any other, the community which has been in almost all the presidents, the community which has the most empowered economically, the elites, the community which can brag to be the majority in terms of voter registration. William Ruto managed to convince them to follow him. Do you think it will be very difficult or hard for him to wrestle the Western and the Nyanza from Raila Odinga? I don't think it will be difficult for him. Watch this space. The moment Raila Odinga will prove or show Kenyans that he is living active politics, be rest assured, William Ruto will run away with Western Kenya and Nyanza, as he is doing in the coastal region. All Raila Odinga support base will vote in favor of William Samoei Ruto. And those who are thinking that it is going to be easy, that people doesn't want William Ruto, knows that William Ruto is a master of tribal politics, and he knows how to calculate this well, and it will work for him if you don't do something quickly, because he knows how to lure people to his side. He knows how to persuade the congregation. If he can lie low at the feet of Uhuru Kenyatta for 10 years, only to grab the community where Uhuru is coming from to support him and not to listen to Uhuru Kenyatta, then I know that in the fullness of time, William Ruto will manage to convince the Western leaders, the Nyanza leaders, to support him come 2027. What that decision will cost them is subject of time. Because, see, when Gema decided to support Ruto unanimously and to abandon their own son, right now the Gema is crying. They are reaping the fruits of rebellion. They are complaining that their sons and daughters are being shown the doors in the current administration, and even the lucrative position that they used to hold in the previous administrations, they have been stripped of those powers, and now they are just anybody in current administration. Nyanza and Western Coast and parts of Nairobi leaders may enter into this administration thinking that they've made it, but what awaits them is not known. Maybe they too, their heads would end up in a soup tomorrow, as indeed it was to Gachagua. You know, Gashagua's head ended up in a pot of a soup. I think it is something that you can analyze in your own way. You can interpret it the way you want, but that is the fate that could be waiting these who are rushing to join Ruto's government. Thank you, and may God bless you.